All right, welcome to today's edition. This week's sources sought and RFI opportunities. These are bid opportunities that you should be taking advantage of if you are interested in finding out about a potential contract job bid prior to it becoming public information. So we're going to discuss today a little bit about the bid opportunities and how I achieved this list. Really quickly, we're on Beta.sam. That's where everything comes from, is Beta.sam. So we'll start here at the site. And I just want to show you because someone asked me, they said, Eric, I couldn't find what you were showing on the screen the other day in terms of the download button. And again, you have to be logged in order to get to the download button. So let me just real quick, I'll take my webcam off the screen, and you see here where it says profile and sign out right there. So I'm logged in on my profile. So you've got to, in order to get that download button on your screen, you've got to log in to Beta.sam in order to get that. So now we're on Beta.sam. Really quickly, we're going to go to the contract opportunities. I click search. And then again, just kind of as a recap for those who've never seen this before, when you're in Beta.sam, you click search. I look at, for this report, the past week. I hit the filter button to make sure it filters the results. And then what we're talking about today are under a category called, it's sources sought, right? And you will see that this week there's 489 results for the sources sought notices that were published. And then I go on over to the other screen where I download the results. So I click the download button, download box pops on here, and I choose CSV file so that way I can extract and manipulate the data. So that's how you get started to getting to this result. Now, what everybody's been waiting for. Let's talk about this week's bid opportunities, and let's take a look. I'm going to switch over to the half screen. It's a little bit easier to see as I navigate. Let's take a look and see if we can find anything interesting out there in the world of Beta.sam. And there's some training devices. There's an industry day event. So there's a virtual industry day event for HHS, Health and Human Services. That should be pretty good. People ask me, where do you find a list of events? Here on Beta.sam, they have a list of events. This particular opportunity, let's see, renovation of a building, pad and parking lot. And again, there's 400 results, so we're not going to go into each one in detail. If we find something that we really think is pretty good or that we have people that can do it. So for example here, minor construction. Minor construction applies to most of us out there. So let's go ahead and let's click back over the minor construction one. I put in the keywords. Oh, sorry, you can't see it on my screen. Let me just pull that screen up a little bit. So you can see I just copied and pasted that word in here and it pulls up the minor construction. Let's take a look at where this minor construction projects are. Because again, that applies to a lot of us small businesses. We can do minor construction work. Those projects are probably going to be somewhere in the range of $50,000 to $250,000 range. All right, so let's look at it. Here you go, IDIQ contract, $4 million capacity. We can accomplish that. Naval Warfare C. This is in Maryland, Bethesda, Maryland. The Naval Surface Warfare Center. So they're looking for people with primary NAICS codes 236220. 5-page. They want you to fill out this sources contractor information form. And again, the things they're asking for: project title, location, description, role, contract, performance timeliness. They're looking for 1 out of 3 past projects that you've done in order to qualify. Bonding levels should be $500,000 to $4 million single, and then $6 million aggregate. If you're responding as an 8A, and it gives you some instructions. So again, it's not terribly hard to do. These are going to be smaller projects. Great way to get your foot in the door and get started learning construction at the federal level without having to actually bid. Because remember, when you're doing a source of site, you're doing market research, and when you're doing an IDIQ, you still are not technically bidding. You're responding with your qualifications, and then you do give a price for what's called a C project. If you haven't or don't know what I'm talking about, go and watch the IDIQ video on that. Let's continue down the list and see if there's anything else out here that strikes our interest. Multi-domain operations, fume hoods, National Guard vehicle maintenance shops, Pi 6 upgrade. Zuma, where you at, Zuma? I hope you're watching this. Instructional Design Curriculum Development. I have people that are GovCon students that can do this. Let me Oh my goodness, this is so perfect. This is why I enjoy making this video, because really it helps me as well in helping some of the students that we have out here that do these types of projects. Instructional design, curriculum development. All right, let's take a look for Zuma. This is for you. Here's your draft performance work statement. This is spot on. I'm going to pull this up. Robert, you're going to be getting a message from us in the organization. Let's just, I want to read this one. I'm very excited for Zuma. All right, Center for Security Forces Instructional Design Support, PWS. Oh, yeah. All right. Here's a period of performance base year with 4 additional options. So it's going to be some sort of IDV. This is perfect. Reimbursement of travel costs. Yeah, we're going to take a look at this one. I'm saving this one for Zuma. Very excited. All right, let's go back over to the page. See what else we have. I'm going to start highlighting the stuff that I found interesting, because we'll go back and we'll put this inside these numbers. I'll make sure to put them on the YouTube video so you can have them in the description, and then that way we can go back and easily find them. Kiosk maintenance, preventative maintenance, National Shop Edition, Nokia Integrated Network Communication System, Interactive Mental Health and Wellness Solutions. People ask me about that. It sounds, let me see. Okay. I don't see much on that, but people ask me about that type of treatment. Floating fuel hoses, fixed antennas. And it's interesting because Maria's the one that said, Eric, I'm watching your social assault video so I don't have to actually do the work. And she just watches me and watch me pull down the list, because I go through the whole list. And, that maybe that's convenient for you. You can just watch me go through the list. And if you see something on here, that's why I have in this particular column all of the numbers. So you just write down that number, type it in Beta.sam, and you'll find it. Medical Simulation Services MATOC. That sounds really, really neat. Medical Simulation Services MATOC. Let's go back over to the screen. Let's put that in here in our results. Copy and paste. Army IDIQ, broad range of medical training equipment services in support of training requirements. Procure, kit, and deliver medical training equipment to conduct medical training. Well, I don't do that, but if someone you know does that, definitely reach out and let them know that this opportunity exists. Let's see. Healthcare housekeeping services, pest management services, case on 5, maintenance, repair, renovation, forensic software, boulder, scrap metal recycling, wildlife tracking transmitters. That sounds interesting. UPS batteries, removing, replacing, dispose of all 160 batteries. Who can't do that? I mean, I'm sure they're probably big batteries, but again, if you're in that space, I think, you know what? I'm leaving that one for my man, John Bowen. John, I know you did some battery stuff, so I'm saving this one for you, John. Big dog. What else? Pest control services, snow and ice removal services in Orangeburg, New York. Remember the video that Mebs made, the intern? He's talked about going into a small place in New York and finding opportunities. This may be opportunity. By the way, if you have any questions or you need any help, give us a call, 786-477-0477. Again, that number is 786-477-0477. Or you can send us an email, service@govcongiants.com. That's service, SERVICE, @govcongiants.com. Stern Ramp Systems, construct new 500,000-gallon water towers. I know people do water towers. So someone actually in the group asked about software licensing. Here's something for software licensing. It's for COT software. St. Jude BPA, residential home services. I know people that are in that space. I'm going to highlight this. I've got friends that do residential homes. Here's something for them as well. Oscilloscope. I know someone that sold an oscilloscope, funny enough. So that's interesting. Again, I don't know much about it. I'm not going to go into it because that's something that's very, very specific. Here's another event, small business event, 2020 Small Business Virtual Conference for SAMI. They listed their event here. Heavy lift unmanned aerial system. So we're all are my drone people out. There's some stuff for drones out here. HVAC project, A&E project. We've got some A&E folks. Okay, military ports in Turkey. Let's take a look at this. This seems interesting. I want to go take a look at these military ports over in Turkey and see what they're talking about. Yep, doesn't apply to most of us, but for that one person, okay, marine cargo handling. Sources sought notice, U.S. Transcom Acquisition Director of Solicitation, Steve Doring and related terminal services at the military ports of Turkey and Algar and Aksays. IDIQ contract for base year through 2026. All right, I think Vicky, I'm going to send this over to you. You're over in close by Turkey. They're going to do vessel loading, discharging, cargo. Also, I think that I know someone else. This applies to Kenny. Maria, if you're watching this is something that Kenny, I think Kenny can do because he did receipt of cargo, disposition of cargo, checking, and he did all this kind of stuff at the port of Colombia. It would be the same thing for Turkey. So we're going to save this one for my man Kenny over here. I know Kenny, that's kind of your area, so I'll highlight this. All right, blood and specimen courier. Ooh, how about Uber for that? Replace seismically deficient residential building 208 in White City. Sounds easy. Data discovery. Well, I'm on the first 200. Where am I at on time? 12 minutes in. I'm monitoring my time. I want to be cognizant of everybody's time. IDIQ for paving at various locations in Washington. I think Big D, his construction company that he works with, they can do paving stuff. I'd love to have an IDIQ for paving alone. I mean, that's very specific. That's awesome. Laundry services, mobile restroom, shower services, dam and generator rehabilitation, storage facility for animal equipment. That can't be too hard. Let's see what else we got out there. Asphalt requirements, combat arms training and maintenance services. What else? What else? Draft statement of objectives for next generation global health supply chain suite of programs. Next gen. That sounds cool. Fort Lee tree maintenance services. Defuel support services. So source of software, internet protocol, IP network, radio aggregation nodes. Sounds super complete. Nebulizers, compressors, accessories. Request for information to U.S. Maritime Merchant Academy textbook resource and solutions. I know this is one of those ones where I know Mo, my buddy, he won something like this in the beginning that fell under the line of like training, but it was providing textbooks to this particular facility. They were like taking their data, putting it into a textbook format, transcribing it, and then sending it out. So again, sometimes when you see these things, they don't look. It's not. It may not look exactly the way that you're accustomed to seeing it written up, but definitely if you are in the educational training space, look further into this particular opportunity. Generate training services, NeuroBlock. And remember this, what Donnie said on my IG and on the recorded episode is that sometimes if you do not respond to these things, some of the contracting officers, and I'm not saying that they have to or it's not there's no golden rule, but sometimes they're looking for you to respond. If you don't, they don't necessarily respond to your emails. And again, that's not a law, it's not a rule, but this is something that some insight knowledge that someone shared with us, and that's the way that they perceived it. So again, it had to come from somewhere, from the top down. They had to be trained in that manner. So just again, if you can at all, if you have the opportunity or ability to respond, definitely want to do so. Group life insurance. Someone talked to me about that sells life insurance, and here you go. And now, again, I don't know anything about it, but 5-year waste disposal service at Moore Air Force Base, ballistic glass inspection repairs, SMSC maintenance services, gun lockers. All right, come on. I want 3 more good ones that we can dig into, and then we'll get out of here. Oh, look at this. Modular, I don't even know what that word is. Balleting Prince Sultan Air Base. That sounds pretty neat. I saw some NSN numbers. That reminds me of my boy Mike C. Paint and floors, government housing. Come on. Come on. Now, look, if you're just getting started, you could definitely do this. You can't paint some floors. This can't be. Let me see. I want to dig it. I want to see what this one is. Because a lot of people want to start. They say they want to start the state and local levels because it's easier. But I mean, this is something that I think a lot of us could do. This is in Buzzards Bay, Mass. Okay, so it's in my area. All right, I got some people in my area that could definitely gonna respond to this. I'm gonna send over to them. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm sending this to my people. LJV, this is on the way for you. All right, I got some people for this one. Sending it over to them shortly. In fact, I'm going to open this up in a different page, a whole nother window, so I can have it on deck. All right, let's go back over to the screen. That was a good one. What else? Give me two more solid ones, and we're out of here. But I tell everyone to stay to the end because that's how we find correspondence tracking software. That's neat. Unmanned undersea vehicle payloads requests. Who does unmanned underwater stuff? That's pretty neat. Dredging source of sought. I've got some dredging people. I know we have dredging people that follow me. And by the way, look, don't be greedy with the information. If you see something on here, lease with the option to purchase aircraft. I know someone that did that before. Listen, if you see something on here for your friends or your buddies, please share it. Don't be like trying to keep the information yourself because you can't do it. Send it to somebody. Sharing is caring. Spread the love. Spread the wealth. I'm sure if you help enough people make money, you're going to get some money too. Not saying that's your focus, but just share. Base operation support decontamination services. This is interesting because we do stuff like this. So let me just grab this one real quick. See what it is. Fort Meade, Maryland. Okay, they want to add janitorial and decontamination services for COVID cleanings. Where are my COVID cleaning people who wondering how long COVID cleaning is going to last? This is for you. This is for you. This is for you. I'm saving it. I'm saving it for you. Give me two more. Biometrics enabling. All right, I'm in the 300s now. Sorry. By the time I get to the 300s, I'm worn out. Cleaning services. Waste management services. Cutter boat pooling maintenance repairs. Come on. Come on, Kurt. You gotta want to do some of this stuff on these boats. By the way, this is good practice for anyone out there. Look at this. Handyman IDIQ. Look, Handyman IDIQ. For all y'all handyman people out here who's driving around a pickup truck, one person, this is it. I think that's what it means. we're gonna find out what they talking about here with this handyman thing. Very curious. It says Handyman IDIQ. Handyman contract. Non-complex construction. Can y'all see that? Non-complex construction. I ain't never seen a girl put out number for handyman. This means they want a guy with a pickup truck and they could be like my guy with his tools and his hand. Look, a wide range of projects: carpentry, roofing, the The contract not to exceed 1 million or two over a 2 year period with 3 year options. The value task order is $2,000 to $10,000. $2,000 to $10,000. $2,000 to $10,000. $2,000 to $10,000. Are you kidding me? You got to do this. Like, please, please, someone do this. I will even help you do this. All right, let's see where this is at. Mountain Home Air Force Base. I don't know. ID's Idaho. Come on. Look, if you need help on this particular opportunity, only handyman one. This only the handyman one. Call them. Call, please. I want to make you a testimonial. I want you to be a first-time winner. Let me go get your uncle, your cousin that's out here in this place, and let's respond to this handyman contract. I'm super stoked about this. I've never seen nothing like this in my life. In all my 20 years, whatever, how long I've been doing government contracts, 2007, 13 years, okay? They want handyman stuff. Look, demonstrate craftsman level knowledge, okay? Get your uncle off the couch. Get your retired cousin. Get them, call them up. Qualified trades, 10 years. Yes, get them up. Get them out the house. Tell them we going after this one now, 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 now. All right? All right, let's keep going. We got to wrap this thing up. I got to get you guys out of here. And I got to go eat. All right, my man. I told you I was going to get a good one. Some rehab centers, prosthetic centers. All right, we're at 21 minutes. I'm going. I promise you, we're in the 400s. Give me one more. I want a slam dunk. Handyman with service is pretty good. It's kind of hard to beat that. Sole source for Collins Aerospace. Big up. If you have not seen the episode where we interviewed the small business liaison for Collins Aerospace, check it out on our website, govcongiants.com/podcast. We have them on our website. If you want to do business with Collins Aerospace, we have the person. But you got to go to our website to find it. Fort Collins Nursing Home, 5-year contract. Not bad. Broad agency announcement. Okay. Remember that, all the IT people, we taught you, you want to look at broad agency announcements. This is for the IT folks out there. Make sure you're looking at that. Source of software, N95 surgical mask. COVID, okay? Who's got N95 surgical mask? They looking for N95 surgical masks. They're looking for surgical gowns. I guarantee you, if you have this and you submit it, the government will not put this out for bid. I can promise you that. Promise you, this will not go out for bid. Whoever responds to the sources for these N95 masks will be awarded the contract. Okay? Promise you, this is not going out for bid. If they have a need for N95 masks, it's urgent. It's highly, highly, highly unlikely that they're going to put this out for public bid. So whoever sends something in, you're going to probably be in a private bid session with the rest of the people that responded. I would not wait until this came out for bid, because chances are you won't see it. All right, I know I asked for one more. The N95 looks like it was it, but I'm going to go all the way to the end. Thanks for staying with me. Virtual computer software platform. I'm going to all the way to the end. Anything else good on here? All right, they're looking for leasing some space in Minnesota. All right, palletized seats. Okay, looks like that was it. Hey guys, thank you for watching as always. Hope you enjoyed that video. We will have all the things that we talked about from this video. We're going to have them in the notes, all of the actual ID numbers, so you can copy and paste and plug them right into Beta.sam. Good luck. Again, if you need any help, any assistance, call us 786-477-0477 and send us an email, service@govcongiants.com. And I just noticed it's not on this end slide, so I'll make sure to put it on there next time. Thanks, guys.